Hi, my name's Keith, and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about divination. Yes, I'm talking about divination. How cool. This is a viewer topic that was suggested, and I really like the topic, but I'm going to be talking about divination. I mean, yes, if you guys see the angels in the background too, they're going around the car. So you might just see a head pop up that's not human. Don't be freaked out. So he went like this, and he started bolting because I put the camera on him. But back to divination. So would you guys like? I'm gonna teach you guys how to be master diviners. There are several cases of divination in the Bible. Joseph, for example, silver chalice for divination. Remember, there's various forms and various stories, but there's also something in the Bible that says don't practice divination. But you have to look at the context. You can't just take one thing out of the Bible and expect to know. I mean, the thing is, the people who take things out of context in the Bible, they have zero idea about the entire story behind it. Like, they don't know what they're talking about. For example, people say, what's something that someone says? The thing is, I don't take these people seriously, so I don't account their information into my brain. So someone's talking about, God would never have anyone kill an animal. The entire book of Leviticus is just sacrifice. It's blood everywhere. It's just, that's how it is. If you know the kind of God we have, if you know who the Father really is, read the Bible. So the thing is, he put herbs and crystals and everything for us to use. Literally, heaven's full of crystals. And if you don't like it, then it's fact. It's just fact. It's fact. You can't change fact. If you don't like it, if you don't like something in the Bible, you can't change it. Okay? Like, you can change what you get from it, but you can't change it, and what you get from it shouldn't be personalized. It should be exactly what's in the Bible. So that's uncertain. I mean, that's the entire Bible. Just take the Bible for what it is. If you want to apply it to your life in your own personal way, okay, but it says a very specific thing. The Bible talks about sacrifice. It talks about various forms of things from different stories. So when people say don't do divination, the Bible talks about divination. Ask the person the entire story behind the divination, which I'll be teaching about coming up. But this video has to be a certain length, so I can't teach about the entire Bible talking about the story and divination. So I'm gonna get straight to it. You can divine, you can discern. People do it regardless of whether they know it or not. People who don't even practice spirituality use divination by accident. You can use divination through discernment. People are like, oh, should I have my third eye open? If your third eye is not open, you're blind. Like, you're flat out blind. Like, you're spiritually blind. You don't know the difference between the numbers 1, 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, so that's your third eye and crown chakra. It's not just one chakra, it's multiple chakras working together. So how does this factor into divination? Yes, I'm moving around here. So how does this factor into divination? Divination is different because people think, oh, tarot cards. Okay, you can divine with anything. Tarot started as a game. I suggest you guys keep it as a game. And I've seen people get kind of snippy or snappy with me when I say, don't take your tarot cards overly seriously. Just don't. Take it for guidance and as messages, but once you start basing your life off of tarot cards, you're done. You're done. Like, you're not going to be successful that way. You won't. Your angels don't like that. The thing is, there's no tarot card that says, I don't know. So when you're using tarot or oracle cards they generally guide you. It's fun. It's interesting. It helps you make certain decisions, but it's not like you're not weighing your life on it. You're not going to get right answers ever if you start weighing your life on it. Your angels will pull back. If you want to know how your angels influence the cards, I'm going to say it right now because my angels let me. They basically manifest a certain card. They can pull a certain card if they put their energy into it enough, but they shouldn't have to. Angels are not, like, if you know what an angel says, they're very simple. Like, when it comes to, sometimes they'll just tell you, I don't know. Because the Lord didn't give them the information to be able to pass to you. Because the Lord didn't want that to happen. You have to keep in mind, people, and that's the actual story in the Bible, basically, people try to go around God and finding answers with divination. So people will be like, oh, well, God doesn't want this to happen, but what about if I talk to the dead? And you have to know, when you're divining, there's always a source behind what you're divining. So your higher self, your angels, sometimes the Lord will kick in. Sometimes Jesus will. Sometimes just for fun. That's kind of a secret. But for example, you'll just see something very simple, and it's like 7. There you go. There's your number. Jesus sent you a number, 7. That's it. It's simple, because he's not gonna. Trying to communicate with Jesus through divination is not smart. You don't know God if you're trying to talk to him through divination. He speaks to us in love, in messages, in basically in day-to-day life. The best way to hear God is through how you feel his love in your soul. Because people run away with the wrong information. And so I'm telling you the different sources of where this will come from. So who's giving you answers? Essentially, it's your angels, higher self. Sometimes, very rarely, the Lord will, because that's how God works. So if he wants you to see something, you'll see it. But that's on his time. You can't force his time. If you decide your time's his time, you're in trouble. So ancestors, demons love divination. Why? It's because so many people put so much weight and emotion and heart into the divination. A demon, to mess with it, just goes, heh. If your vibration's low and you're pulling cards, you're having some help. That's not an angel. It's kind of like a tug of war. Like, let's just say, this is the best example ever. There's an angel at the table, a demon at the table, you're at the table, you're trying to drink water that's full to the top, and they're pulling it back and forth. So it's going to be shaky. You're going to get shaky answers. So you should never use divination in any form, and I'll teach some forms of divination. And I'll teach some fun. Divination should be fun. If you're not having fun, if you're feeling anxious, turn it off. Get rid of it. So trash the divination. Now, what's a good form of you have to know, this is the biggest thing people will try. Divination will ruin lives. A lot of people have ended relationships because they've seen someone, oh, your husband's cheating. I see a strong feminine card. I see a strong feminine card with the sword. Ooh, he's cheating with an Aries. It's like, these are the same people. And this is what needs to be talked about. Look at the people who predicted the election. Look how sorry they are now. The people who, that's not for people, that is not for people to predict. You're not supposed to do that in the first place. These people are flat out, look at, they still have the videos up on TikTok. Look at these people like, oh, she won. And I'm 100% sure she won. You better just delete, that person should just delete everything they ever taught. Just throw everything they know out. For them to put themselves in a position, oh, I see, it's 100% chance she's going to win. I know it. I pulled the Empress. She's going to come out on top. You pulled the Empress because you pulled 100 other cards, and your angels are, the angels probably, their angels, if they're making predictions at that point, sometimes will just peel out and leave and have nothing to do with that person. Sometimes it'll be a demon, and the angels are like, yeah, that part. It'll be a demon who thinks it's hilarious. You know how funny it is on a demon's end to mess with people pulling tarot cards? It's a giant joke. So, when should you pull tarot cards? If you don't take it seriously. If you're having fun, if it's interesting. But once you start getting anxious and you put weight on it, and now you're telling life or death or massive decisions, it's like a demon's gonna tap in and be like, watch this. Oh, and this is one thing I don't ever answer anymore. Is my girlfriend or boyfriend cheating? Ooh. And they start pulling nothing but they pull all these. They pull is my husband, she'll ask, is my husband cheating? Or he'll ask, is my husband cheating? Then you'll pull a Queen of Swords, Queen of this, the Empress, and then they'll start pulling more cards, and it's all, you see a bunch of female cards, and then you see a couple male cards, and then now everyone's going mad. It's like, oh, it's either he's cheating with a bunch of a woman and some men, or he's cheating with a man who's like a woman, or a woman who's like a man, and then these people start losing their mind. Oh, it's someone who's transsexual. I know them. And then these people will lose their minds, and it's like, it's the person at his job, and these people, an hour into, this is why reading shouldn't go on for hours. An hour in, you have a whole story you just came up with that no one was helping you with, except for a dark subconscious, or a bunch of demons laughing their butts off because they're like, watch this person go to work and start fighting people who have nothing to do with anything and get in trouble for it. And that's what happens. That's what happens. Can I have a reading? No. I tell you the answer, like, and that's why, I mean, I'm going to teach you guys how to discern properly. Like, I've already taught about how to discern. Just have fun with it. Do I pull tarot cards if I like to have fun with my angels? Yes. It's a card game. They love having fun with it. Once you once you take it seriously, throw it out. Throw it out. You can use Uno cards. You can use playing cards is pretty fun too. You can use and play cards with your angels because it's hilarious. It's fun. Make jokes. Make jokes, okay? Have fun with it. Have fun with it. You can use bones. Like, take bones and scatter them on the ground. When you see images, it's like, oh, cool. That's a shamanic way of doing it. For example, you can take rocks. You can divine with anything. You can divine with poop in a toilet. I'm not trying to get this is the thing. That's actually a divination for money too. So, because money in the spiritual realm is associated with poop. I just gave too much information away. But now you guys are gonna be looking in the toilet. I shouldn't have said anything. If you see a lottery number in the toilet, go ahead and play it, okay? Fine. Look at the angel in the back getting mad. Well, not mad, he's getting frustrated. He's like, you're talking about what? So, I'm not trying to get grimy. It's bad. So the camera cut off. The angel's like, I can turn off the phone, you know. Like, okay, fine. So, basically, I'm gonna have to, I'll probably keep that part in there, but, essentially, I don't want to see you guys, because some people get just carried away with certain divinations. So, essentially, and just have fun with it. So, if you see and I used to do this all the time. So, you spit into the sink and you'll see images. It's usually going to be scary looking images because it's spit from the sink. So, my point is, you can divine with anything. So, instead of doing the toilet method I just taught that my angel cut the camera off for, because he's like, you taught them what? I'm like, you didn't stop me. Well, normally they would tell me, or normally they either they have a way of blocking me from saying something. They didn't block me when I said that. So I'm like, oh, I guess I can say it. So I just cut it off. Maybe they're just having fun or being funny. But another divination method. That's the first one I started with. I shouldn't have started. Good Lord. Okay. Yeah, you take some marbles, stones, and throw them, and then start connecting dots. Just have fun with it. Just have fun with it. Another divination method. When you pull, I have to be careful what I teach, because you guys will go. Some people will go overboard. When you go like this, and you pull. Let's just say you have an eyelash, and you pull an eyelash. But that's what I mean. I don't have any eyelashes to pull. But if you pull an eyelash and go like this, and there's a certain amount of actual eyelashes there, that could be a lottery number. Okay? So, what are other forms of divination? Anything. It could be the most advanced oracle deck to poop in a toilet. So that's, I don't mean to get, not like I just had an actual divination, because, for the people who actually know, I should have put more reference there, because that just sounds grimy. When you see in the spiritual realm anything that has to do with poop, it's money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So if you see poop in the spiritual realm, it's usually the angel of abundance telling you, hey, money is nearby. So I should have taught that first, because it just sounded grimy. Now, on to other points. You can look in the clouds, divination. Just have fun with it. Have fun with it. Once you start getting too serious, that's why I'm not a huge fan of tarot cards, is because people will get carried away, they'll get disappointed. And sometimes, and you should look in the Bible about the spirit of delusion, God himself, he can basically mess with the reading if just so that you, he'll either mess with it or let spirits and demons mess with it and not have his angels give you any answers, because that's just, he told you not to go, he told you to wait, or he told you to do something and you're not doing it and you're trying to find answers outside of God. So it depends on your intention. If you're doing it because, I like to see how my day goes, I'd like some divine guidance, I'd like to connect to my angels, have some fun, do it. If you're like, well, I have to, and you're not, let's just say, this is the biggest thing too, if you're not using your natural discernment, you're done. So if you're like, I don't know if I should put on a blue shirt today or a red shirt, show me what card, and you wear a red shirt and you see everyone wearing blue and you're out, you're like, I should have wear blue, what happened? That's just an example, but people get so dependent and so just, they turn different about divination. So what I suggest you guys do, have fun with it. That's it. I mean, if you like tarot cards, if your heart's racing like crazy and you're anxious and you're like oh, and you're not happy and you're just miserable pulling the cards, stop pulling the cards. That's all I have to say. If you like your own custom gemstones, go to floridastonman.com. I'm making custom necklaces. I put an entire series of pendants on my website last night. If you guys were wondering where Florida Stoneman went, I've been working on the website. I've been MIA because about an entire day went by and I'm on the website like putting new pendants on the site. So check out the pendants. I wire wrap them with my fingertips. I should charge more for them because that's my fingertips. I don't use tools like that. I wire wrap them with my fingers. I have very strong fingertips. Like the you ever see like tiger eye style? Like that's what my fingertips are like when it comes to the pendants. I'm like, ooh, tourmaline. So check out floridastonman.com if you haven't already. Are the pendants as strong as a necklace? No, but it's good to have it near your head. Any questions? Ask them in the comments section. Do you need divination? No. Discernment's good. Divination's fun. It's cool to connect your guides with divination. Make it a game. Don't take it seriously. That's it. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. Ciao.